Hey everybody, welcome back. I have something that I think is so cool and so fun for you guys. My son's very noisy today, so I'm warning you now. He's sitting right next to me. We'll see what happens, but he seems very interested in the recording process this morning. So a few weeks ago, I had built an emerald city. Well, not a few weeks ago. It was pretty recently, but I got all my builds jumbled and how long ago they were. But so I had gotten a few comments about building Munchkinland after I did the Emerald City. So I was really busy at the time when I put that video out, and I had a lot going on, which I still do, but I really wanted to do this build because I was in the mood to do something really colorful, and I decided to just, go for it. And it was very time consuming because there was so much landscaping involved. So there is some stuff that I did cut out of the video. Not much, but basically I used the same groups of flowers around the whole property. So what I did was I showed you guys a few during the video, and for the rest of them I did them without the camera rolling just because it was so repetitive. So you'll see the landscaping when I start doing it. But anyways, I was really apprehensive about doing this build because of the yellow brick road, and it starts in a circle, and I was thinking, how am I going to pull this off and make this design? So this was really, really challenging for me to figure out how I was going to make this like swirl, and I adjusted it so many times during the build. I kept looking at it while I was working on other parts of the build, and I just wasn't happy with it. I kept making it bigger. I made it bigger, I think 2 or 3 times, and I tried to replicate it as best I could for what I had, and I kept thinking, how am I going to make it? And I was trying to think, I need something movable that I can make my own shape of, and it has to be red. So I was thinking about what I could use, and I said, oh my God, just use some landscaping. So that's actually kind of what I did to make the path in the Emerald City video too. So I just took these red flowers and I made a shape, and in the movie it's not exactly shaped like this. It really gets just bigger and bigger as the red goes. It just grows wider, and I just kind of wanted to do it in my own shape. And then the reason for that is I was thinking I could make this more whimsical than it is in the movie. It's an old movie, obviously, the original Wizard of Oz I'm talking about. And I looked at a lot of photos, and it is very colorful, and there's lots of different plants all around the way that I did it. But it doesn't have too much personality to the little munchkin houses in the back. So I tried to, sort of jazz them up a little bit, and I tried to use more, brighter colors than what they had in the movie. And yeah, so you could see how I shaped out this yellow brick road. I used these grasses from Island Living, and they've just lately been a favorite of mine. I don't know, I've been using them in a lot of builds, and I've found, lots of different uses for them besides like an island kind of vibe. I mean, they remind me of like this nice like green grass, like a filler almost. So I've really liked using it. It's such a pretty color green. So yeah, I've been using it a lot. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about is I watched video the other day, and this YouTuber, I'll leave her video actually in the description box because it was so beautiful what she built, and she did really beautiful landscaping, and there's 3 parts to the video. It's really fun. So I'll leave her info in the description box. But anyways, I always get asked questions about how I do my landscaping, and I never really know what to say to people. I usually say, like start with something big in the corner, like a big tree, and then go from there. And I always try to stick with some sort of color scheme. But the way she was explaining landscaping in her video just finally made sense to me of how I do it. And really what I do is I pick some colors and some plants that I want to use, and I just sort of do the same plants all around the property. So I just keep them sort of grouped together in a way, and I always use the same, maybe like 5 or 6 on the whole build, and that's how I, landscape. And then, besides that, I'll use odds and ends like bigger trees and things like that. But when she said that, I was like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. That's exactly how I do it. So you'll see that here in the video. I kind of pick out, oh yes, JJ. I kind of pick out, all the different plants that I'm going to use. And I really wanted like a bright orange, and I wanted a bright contrasting color. So that's why I went with like the pink purple look. And yeah, I mean, the colors that I picked are not something that I would normally put together, but when I looked at it after I laid it all out, I was kind of like, wow, I really like how this looks. This looks really cool. And that I loved it so much that I decided to just go around the whole build with the same set of plants, so, other than that, I tried to replicate the build, like where the water is with the little bridge and everything. And I used some debug trees because they were really fun. And I just feel like this almost, to me, I kept like thinking it was on the verge of looking sort of like, I don't know, out of a fairy tale, not necessarily like the Wizard of Oz. Like it could be, like a little fairy land or something like that. So I used these blue floating flowers from Get to Work, I think they're from. Yes, Mama. And they are really beautiful. I think they just add such an element of like magic, and they're like one of my favorite things from the Get to Work pack, that and the blue mushrooms. And I wanted to use the blue mushrooms, but then I felt like it looked like too much, so I kept those out. Maybe I'll use them in another build. But anyways, yeah, so the houses were really plain, like I said, so I tried to sort of jazz them up a little bit. I put some pillars on them. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay. Oh my goodness, I have to cut this video off. But yeah, I woke up with a migraine today because my son kept me up until 2 o'clock in the morning. So I think he's hungry now, and we're gonna go have some breakfast. And I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please hit that like button. Please, in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I really hope the few people that asked me about doing this build actually get to see this one. It is on the gallery already. I uploaded it to the gallery last night. And there's all going to be pictures at the end of the video, just like all my other videos. I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I will see you all on Friday. Bye.